Hi friends, have a nice day. Today I teach a new video about the general characteristics of cells. All the living things are composed of cells. A single cell is the smallest unit that has all the characteristics of life. Cell is defined as the structural and functional unit of living body. Each cell in the body needs nutrition and oxygen. We know nutrition gets through food. And what are the nutrients needed for cells to grow? That are vitamins, minerals, healthy fats like omega-3 fatty acids, and good source of proteins and carbohydrates, etc. What are the functions of these nutrients? Building of new cells in your body, repair of old cells, create hormones and enzymes and keep your immune health. Why the oxygen is necessary for cells? Because for cellular respiration. And what is cellular respiration? Cellular respiration is the process cells use to make energy. Cells in our body combine glucose and oxygen to make ATP and carbon dioxide. Oxygen combines with electrons and two hydrogen ions to make metabolic water. How do cells get oxygen? Oxygen from the air to cells. When we breathe in, oxygen enters the small air sacs, the alveoli, in the lungs. Oxygen diffuses from there into the bloodstream. Here, in blood, there be red substance called hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is present in the surface of RBC. One molecule of hemoglobin can combine with the fourth molecule, oxygen, which joins onto the oxygen and carries it around the body in the blood. Then it then let it go when necessary. Produces its own energy for its growth, repair and other activities. And third feature is eliminates carbon dioxide and other metabolic wastes. Example for water, nitrogen compounds, phosphate, sulfate, etc. Maintains the medium, that is, the environment for its survival. In other words, cell maintain the homeostasis. What is meant by homeostasis? Homeostasis is the tendency of organisms to auto-regulate and maintain their internal environment in a stable state. And fifth one is shows immediate response to the entry of invaders like bacteria or toxic substances into the body. Example for the production of antibodies against antigen. The cells are reproduced by division. There are some exceptions like neurons which do not reproduce. Here we can see a diagram. In here, there be a wound. Through this wound, the bacteria are invade. The damaged tissues produces chemicals that activates the mast cells. The mast cells in order to produce histamine. The histamine increases the capillary blood flow and permeability. This causes the leaving of phagocytes from the capillaries and then lead to ingestion of bacteria and dead cells. The shape of cells are vary widely and it depends on interaction between cells, extracellular environment and internal structures. If the cells are perform transport or absorptive function, then surfaces are often highly folded. Because apical microvilli or basolateral infoldings create a large surface area. If large surface area, then large effective absorption or transport can occur due to the accommodation of large molecules in the surface. Cell size is limited by rates of diffusion, either that material entering or leaving the cells or that of diffusion within them. We can see the microvilli here. Cells has transport mechanisms. It is one of its characters. Facilitated diffusion, active transport are these examples. In facilitated diffusion, with the help of carrier protein, the molecules transport from outside of the cell to inside, or higher concentration to lower concentration. But in active transport, the transport of molecules from the lower concentration gradient to higher concentration gradient with the help of ATP or energy. The 10th feature is the motility. Motility is the characteristics of most of cells in the form of movement of cytoplasm or specific organelles from one part of the cell to another. The pseudopodia, lamellipodia, philopodia, microvilli are the structures extension of parts of cell surface. The example for locomotion of entire cells are amoeboid migration of tissue macrophages. The example for beating cilia or flagella to mucel is movement of tail of spermatozoa. Fluids overlying cells. The example is respiratory epithelium. The most of the cells present in respiratory pathways are ciliated pseudostratified columnar epithelium with goblet cells. The goblet cells produces mucus. The cell division and muscle contraction also helps to movement of cells. During endocytosis and phagocytosis, the cell movements helps in uptake of materials from their environment, and in exocytosis or secretion passage of substance out of cells occurs. Between cells, they form intercellular junctions. Cells may also communicate with each other by each other either by first one is generating and detecting molecular signals that diffuse across intercellular spaces. Second one is more rapidly by generating interactions between membrane-bound signaling molecules. These are the uh, characteristics of a cell. Friends, I stop with saying some cells with its size. Here we can see the typical eukaryotic cell size, 5 to 50 micrometer, and here is the small lymphocyte size, 7 to 10 micrometer. The larger lymphocyte site has about 16 to 20, and size of the RBC has 7.5 micrometer. The size of columnar epithelial cells. The length of columnar epithelial cells are 20 micrometer and breadth is 10 micrometer. A typical neuron size has the range of 4 to 100 micrometer. And here I stop my video. Thank you for watching my video, friends. And if you like this video, click on the like button. Please subscribe my channel. For updated my videos, click on the bell icon. Thank you, my friends. Have a nice day once again.